Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. We are here for session 7, I believe, with the mother daughter chat. I am trying to get Imani to join us. Good morning, everybody. We have a hot topic this morning on one of my favorite subjects, and that is resiliency. Oh my goodness, where would we be without resiliency? Let's see, gonna get Imani on here, add as a guest. Good morning, everybody. Oh, there go my sister. She is always our
Whoa, that's good morning.
Good morning, Imani. Good morning.
Huh?
Thank you for the music, Imani. You know I gotta have it in my life.
No problem.
Hey, hey here.
Can you hear the music?
I love it. Come on, we're looking for Cheryl Menifee, Lisa Jett, Sheree out of the Florida area, my girl in Milwaukee, Denise Washington, Mary Fua, recovering from an amazing event this morning, Jacqueline Ward, Stephanie Spears, Tiffany, Rachel, Kimberly Todd Poulos, Venus, Aquila out of Atlanta, my girl Cecilia, Kathy Blaze Jefferson, Wendy Robinson, Anita Bates, Neil Carlise is on her cruise, Michael DeMond. All right, I just get a few people on here. Diana, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Trying to get my energy,
Hey,
y'all. Tired.
y'all help her get together. She's struggling.
It's
Good morning,
exam week.
Rhonda.
Hey, Mr. Rubin. That gave me some energy.
Yeah. Tasha Jenkins. Good morning, Tasha. Ruben said, what we doing? Ruben, stick with us. You're going to hear what we're doing.
Good morning, Miss Rhonda. I'm going to invite
Ruben, I miss you. Okay. Where's Darren? We can't start without Darren.
Where is Darren? Did you invite him, or is he already invited?
I don't think, no, he didn't come up. Invite him on yours. Okay, we're about ready to get started. We know how fast those 30 minutes go.
I know. Good morning, Deshaun. We got some great people on here this morning. Miss Diana. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Jer Bear. Good luck on your exams. We got Samantha Collier. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Samantha.
Darren.
All right. We can't start till Darren is here.
He's here.
All right. Hey, Darren. We can do this now. We
Okay,
can't start without Darren in your... Yeah. Hey, Samantha. You ready to start, little girl?
Any college or high school students that are on here, good luck with your exams. Y'all got this. We got this.
Yes.
Me, Jer? Are you talking about me? Because this is a mess, but thank you. Okay, Mom. Your music went off. That means that's your cue to get started.
Imani, We need your energy up. So you start masterfully. So what is this? How did it, let me ask you a few questions. So tell us, what is the mother-daughter chat and how did it come about?
So, the mother-daughter chat is an 8-week Facebook live series where my mom and I, Carmen, come together on Facebook and talk about many different topics to just start like community conversations with people. And we started because we live in different states, and I would FaceTime my mom every morning, bothering her, asking a million different questions, just having that mother-daughter connection. And following that, she had the idea of like, what if we brought these conversations to a broader community? And so that's how this got started. And have had several different conversations in the past. So let me read those off for you. Give me 2 seconds. So
I'm wondering if
we talked.
Ruben said, Ruben got me distracted. Never mind. Go ahead. I'll address him later. Go right ahead, Imani.
Alrighty, so for our 8-week series, this is number 7 of the 8-week series, and we've talked about so far our brand, what's next, and how to get involved with our brands. My mom has the Be Well Network, and I have Naturally Beautiful as my business. And then we talked about being born into the life of an entrepreneur and how to like maneuver through life as an entrepreneur with children. That was quite interesting. We talked about being well balanced and the importance of balance in our lives. We talked about how to change the world by being ourselves. That was pretty interesting as well. And we talked about the power of patience, which was the last session that we had. These are out of order, I'm sorry. And we also talked about the price of poverty. And today we're talking about resiliency wins, how to like manage when things get tough.
Wow. The resiliency is like by far one of my favorite subjects. So, Imani, thank you so much for doing that recap. And so, what week are we in now? This is an 8-week series. So, what week are we in?
Week 7. There's only one more after this, y'all. One more.
I'm feeling withdrawals.
Huh?
So I'm already feeling withdrawals about not having this opportunity on Monday morning until after the holidays. And we did have a special Spices of Life session too.
Miss Shauna, she's on the line. Now I got some more energy too.
Hey, Shauna. Shauna said, "Bring
so sorry,
them on."
y'all. I just need to do a disclaimer. I'm so tired. It's finals week, so if y'all give me some motivation in the comments, give me some hearts, give me some energy. Like, your girl is struggling to stay woke right now. I have an exam in exactly 40 minutes.
Wow.
I'm nervous.
You do it. You can do it. Ruben was giving us a list of topics, a list of titles. And Shauna said, bring them on the camera. Can we bring Shauna on the camera?
I wish, but I haven't figured out how to add more than, have more than 2 people.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about resiliency. Imani, let's define for our audience. Wait, no, before we start, tell us what's going on hot with Naturally Beautiful. What's going on with your company right now? How can people get involved?
Is lit right now. We got so much going on in the world of Naturally Beautiful. We just wrapped up our contest. If you watched the last Facebook Live, we chose our contest winner for the What Makes Me Feel Beautiful contest. Bria Matthews won that, which was fantastic. So that was great. And now we are doing a Naturally Beautiful photo shoot for the Milwaukee area. Those of you who want to get involved, feel free to send me an inbox and I'll send you more information regarding that. It's an opportunity to promote the brand, and also you get a free t-shirt out of participating in that. What else is hot? You also get the chance to go on my website and check out the new items. We have some new hoodies that are, they're selling like crazy and they're going really fast. It's a limited edition hoodie. There's some limited edition hoodies that are out right now on the website. So check those out at www.naturallybeautiful.com. My aunt Kim put the website in the comments if you want to check that out.
Okay, that's some good stuff going.
Groups. We've been going strong with our study groups this semester. Yesterday was the last one of the semester, and it was really interesting. I wish we had time that I can like share the evaluations with you guys, but that'll be for another time.
I wish you had time for that too. Those study sessions are Absolutely powerful. And thanks for everybody that donated to help Imani get
Thank you so
snacks
much. I will say
throughout
from the
these weeks.
evaluations that I went from getting like between like threes and fours, and this last session wrapping up, I went from having 2 students participate to 12 yesterday, and I got all 5s on my evaluations.
You better go. You better go, little girl.
Improvement.
I love it. Such an amazing group of young people. Those are stories that need to be told. Ruben said, will you vend at the Black Arts and Entertainment Expo in February?
That would be amazing if you could send me more information about that.
Yeah, that would be hot. So let me share with you what's going on with Be Well Network Travel and Events. So what's going on with us right now is we are hosting, we have 2 live events a year, one in Florida in September and one in January here in the beautiful, beautiful state of Arizona. We're going to be in Chandler, Arizona. And our topic is the Spices of Life weekend. So anybody that is interested in joining us, listen, join us 2 ways. You can get your hips on a plane and come and hang out with us for that weekend. It is going to be amazing. Some of our facilitators include Diana Patterson is going to be stopping by for her book launch on Friday evening. We're going to have the one and only JoJo Pie in Saroma. We're going to have our keynote speaker is going to be Deborah Taylor. And guess what? We're flying Imani Ray in to facilitate the Spices of Life with JoJo Pie and I. So it's going to be interesting how we're going to work this out with her school schedule, but we are committed to getting her here so that she can participate and have her Naturally t-shirts available here for sale. So it is going to
Thanks
be
for all
off
the
the chain.
hearts. We got to acknowledge the hearts, Mom.
Yes. Bring those hearts. And we're going to have, we have some amazing sponsors. We have Jennifer Johnson. We have Jennifer Johnson. We have Cheryl Garrison. We have Brenda McGowan from Prison Fellowship. It is going to be an amazing, amazing weekend. We have Sherry Weller, a lot of the mastermind coaches. And then we also have Pat Unique is going to be one of our vendors. I can't even tell you everybody that's going to be here. Just know that you need to be here 1 or 2 ways. You need to join us in Chandler, Arizona, or either you can join us virtually for only $29, and you will have access to watch this whole thing from the comfort of your home. So, Kim, I would love for you to come. I would love for you to come. We just need you all here. It is going to be an amazing, amazing time. Can I just say that Be Well Network Travel and Events, we are bossing up in 2018. We are also expanding our opportunities to bring in travel partners. Did you know that you can have your own home-based travel agency for as little as a one-time fee of $200, and for $2 a day after that, $60 a month, you can have your own travel agency? Did you know that instead of you going and spending money on sporting events, theaters, and not getting anything back, you can get commission off of that? Did you know you can get commission off of your airfare, your hotel, your rental cars? So listen, if you want to know more about how you can too earn some extra income from the comfort of your home, you send me an email. We have travel partners around the country that can help you get started. We are so excited to have Diana Patterson adding this travel opportunity to what she was already doing. She was already preparing for a 10-city tour. So now, instead of her booking travel on another generic search engine, she can book from her own. So that is just an example of how we can get you plugged in and how you can earn extra income and share it with your friends and family. So now we are going to roll right over into our conversation on resiliency.
Wait, I have to ask a favor from our audience before we continue. Everybody in the comment, everybody who's watching, if you can share this live before we get started with our topic, so that we don't have to keep going back to the beginning, because I know sometimes we have to repeat ourselves so we can catch everybody up. But if we share now, we can get everybody in who wants to listen in. So if everybody can share really quick before we get started.
Yep, let's get a share. Let's get some shares. Everybody hit your phone 10 times. Let's get our hearts and let's get our shares up. Let's get this party started.
Awesomeness.
Thanks, Diana, for sharing. She always got our back, always.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Let me know when to start, Mom. I got the definition ready. Have a lot of thoughts about these definition.
This is my favorite topic. This is going to be challenging for me to get to work on time. So go right ahead. What's our topic?
I can always skip the exam for this. I'm kidding. Our topic is resiliency. Resiliency wins. Before we even give the definition, can we get some definitions in the comments? What is resilient? When you think of the topic of resiliency wins, what comes to mind? What's your definition of resiliency? What y'all thinking? Mom, what do you think it is? When you hear the word resiliency, what's your personal definition?
You know, on one of our travel partner calls, Shantina came up with a phrase. I don't know where she got it from, but it has really resonated in my spirit. Mm-hmm. And the phrase is stick and stay. Stick and stay. Everybody repeat after me, stick and stay. Stick and stay. When I heard that, when I think of the word resiliency, it meant something else to me. Hey, Tiffany, it meant something else. But to me, now it's about sticking. It's about sticking and staying with your goals and your higher purpose and your calling. And no matter how life challenges come and try to knock you down, but you stick and you stay in the game. That's what it means to me. So, Imani, what does it mean to you?
Without the actual definition?
Yeah. Just like when you hear the word thing.
When I hear resiliency, I think of strength. And every time the picture I get in my head when I hear the word resiliency is like all types of like social justice movements and like a lot of the things that our ancestors, like when I hear resiliency, the first thing I think about is my people, because we've had to be so resilient throughout our lives. Our ancestors have been nothing but resilient. And so every time I hear the word resiliency, like the first thing I think about is our people. Like I think that word defines us so very well. Let's read some of the comments. So my Amy repeated the stick and stay. I think we're gonna have that as a hashtag. I love that. Ms. Diane said our ability to stand and overcome in the face of adversity and life's challenges. Yes. Mr. Rubin said spending the least amount of time recovering from the expectations you have for others to perform. I'm not getting the whole comment, but what I got to read so far sounds absolutely great. I definitely agree with that.
Rubin's so smart.
Hey, Asia's watching us. Good morning. My Annie said to withstand. I love that. Darren said it means to me moving in a space of consistency, even through doubt and fear, and most of all, faith. Yes, amen. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy Moore.
Okay. What's the real definition?
So all of our definitions are definitely real, but the dictionary definition is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties or toughness. That's the first definition that comes up, but the second one is the one that I really like, because it's not a literal definition of as it relates to us. It says the ability of a substance or object to spring back into shape, elasticity. So I like that definition better because it's more of a metaphor of our lives, like our ability to spring back into shape. Like we experience so many things, but how quick can you bounce back? Like, are you bouncing back from these struggles and these experiences that are knocking you down? Nobody said that you couldn't fall down, but are you going to get back up is the real question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. That bounce back is really what life is all about. Ruben says recovering from your expectations of others. That's deep. That's really, really deep. So let's talk about, Imani, let me ask you this. What does it look like to be resilient in your business. Let's make sure people understand that entrepreneurship is not sweet, like it's not easy. It is so much easier to go get us a job and get somewhere and sit down. But when you are feeling called to something, like your message that you reposted from at the age of 16, it is obvious that entrepreneurship is not optional for you.
Yeah.
Donald said, great explanation. Good. Thank you, Elle. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Thanks
so,
for
Imani,
joining us.
Yes, what does resiliency mean in the life of an entrepreneur, especially a young entrepreneur like yourself? You're in college full time. You're really trying to figure things out. What does it mean for you? How does resiliency show up?
That's like literally an amazing question and perfect timing for the question, because literally yesterday I was like talking to my friends, and I hate to complain. I find myself doing it more often when I am in situations where I need to be resilient. But I was talking to my friends yesterday, and I happened to be complaining about work. I was just like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm working for nothing. I was like, my check was $60. What am I supposed to do with $60? Like, I was just complaining, and they was like, we're gonna have to find you another job. And I'm like, no. I was like, there's sacrifices that I'm not gonna make, and there's things that if they don't align with my passion at all, I'm not gonna do it. Like I told them I've had too many experiences working at places where I settled for that and I end up quitting. So I'm not gonna set myself up to be in a position where I have to quit again. I would just continue to master the positions that I have right now and allow them to teach me and grow me, instead of settling for something less. And they were looking at me like, I was like, some people have that strong bone in their body where they can thrive in a position that they're not passionate about. And I like, kudos to them. That's something that they're able to do. But for me, I don't have that bone. Like, if I'm not comfortable, and I'm comfortable being, I'm okay with being uncomfortable in situations that need to grow me. But there's some spaces where where I clearly don't belong. So I said all that to say, it takes resiliency to be able to accept that a normal job won't work for me. It takes resiliency for me to know that I'm struggling, but stick to this entrepreneurial path instead of go work any job right now, and I can work at a McDonald's, and no shade or anything to anybody that works in McDonald's. Everybody has their timing for everything. Everybody has to start somewhere, but it takes resiliency for me to be able to wake up every morning and be consistent and post about my business and reach out to people and ask for support in my business, even if some days I get no response. It's that ability to bounce back from no sales one week to 10 sales the next week. It's all about the bounce back.
It's all about the bounce back. It's all about our ability to stick and stay. So, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I can't do nothing else but this. The reality is that other folks got blood flowing through their vein. I got entrepreneurship flowing through mine. So I have no other choice. And everything about the work life is challenging for me. I go to work every day and I look at people, I'm like, yeah, like they're so good at this. Yeah. Like they're so okay with happiness, doing the same thing and building someone else's empire and being a very small piece of the puzzle, a necessary piece. But people are really good. They're very disciplined about that. And so you just have to know who you are. And part of being resilient is making sure that we have a clear picture of what our vision is for our lives, because if we don't, we can easily fall prey to other people's vision, because other people will look at your life, see exactly how you can fit into their vision. But if we don't have the resiliency and that stick and stay power to stay true to who it is that God called us to be, you can really flounder. You can waste a lot of time. It could be very costly on your health, your finances, and everything else. So I'm just really thankful, Imani, that you have been able to identify what your purpose is and to be able to stick to that. That's just huge. That is absolutely huge. So by the time you get my age, you're going to have this thing, you're going to have it at a mastery level. You won't still be trying to figure it out. And my prayer is that you're able to learn from Milwaukee has a community of entrepreneurs that can really help you to avoid a lot of the pitfalls.
Yeah. And I think it's the resiliency for me is the feeling of knowing that everything is not going to look the way I want it to right now. But if I continue to be resilient, I will get the results that I'm looking for. It's all about consistency to me, is what it comes down to. The ability to, like, the ability to keep going regardless of if you see results. And even when you do fall down, getting back up and being okay with those mishaps and those slip ups and those mistakes that take place in our lives. And you said yesterday